Hey guys, Goddess Intuition here. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you and your families are staying safe at this time and, being positive. So let's get right into the video. Goddess Intuition here, and if you would like to subscribe, please do so. I did a couple of videos in regards of the shadow side already, and I want to just go a little bit deeper because in those videos I believe I discussed the creative side of the shadow side, right? So just to bring you up to speed, the shadow self, when we tune into ourselves, we will learn our passions, our gifts, our talents, and we can work with those energies to actually show to the world who we really are through our creativity and through our own magic and our own power, right? And so another side to the shadow self, and the shadow side is, I believe, to be energies that are passed down through the bloodline, right? Through past generations, and not just the trauma side, because when we talk about the shadow self, sometimes we talk about the trauma side, the behaviors, the things that have led up to why we are the way we are right now, right? And so, but there's another side, there's a creative side, there's a side where we are able to unlock certain things about ourselves. And I believe that when we go through the phases that we need to experience, it comes with a certain age, it comes with a certain age number, it comes with wisdom that we've learned along the way, just a lot of different elements. Those times and those phases hold certain energies, and a lot of those energies are transformed with inside of us. It could come from a background of different teachings, different ideologies, and you may say, hey, because this was passed down to me, I understand it and I get it, but I want to take that energy and I want to take that teaching or that practice and I want to turn that into something else to fit me in something that is more suitable for me and what I would like to experience in this lifetime, right? And so when we look at the energies of the shadow self holds a lot of core signature energies, right? And those signature energies are individually given to us. When we go through different phases, we're able to look at those energies and say, wow, okay, I've experienced this and I understand this part of myself. Next chapter, it's time to go on a higher spiritual learning and practicing, right? And so now that I know this, I can take what I've learned from this chapter and go on to the next chapter. And so the shadow self has a collective and it also have an individual. And like I said, the individual is the core, right? And again, our core can be the one side of the shadow side. The core can be the passions, the gifts, the talents, the purpose, why we're here, what are we supposed to do while we're here, right? And so when we dive into the elements of the shadow is unknown, is unseen. It's where the truth is for me. And if you are a person who have always been attracted to different, like witchy, dark, mysterious, mystic things, metaphysical, then that is your side, that is your shadow side saying, hey, you can't forget about me because I'm right here. I'm not bad, and I want you to explore me. That is the other side of ourselves who wants to be explored, right? And it can come in different forms of spirituality. It can come in different forms of creativity, sexuality. It can come in different forms and fashions. And again, who we are right now, that side is going to speak to who we are. So naturally, say if you're a person, I'm an Aries, right? Aries. So if you are a person who have Aries as the sun sign, you may be a person who have experienced a little bit of a rough patch in your childhood, also trying to figure out what are you doing here in this world and why are you here. And also you may have experienced a sense of disconnection. It's like you're in tune, but yet you're not in tune. And what I mean by not in tune is, again, you don't know what you're here for. You just know that you're here. And it's like you want to understand, you want to know the truth, you want to explore, what is this? You know, I know what I've been told, but what is this other side? And that, I believe a lot of Aries do understand and also experience this also, is that we understand that within ourselves, we know how unique we are, and we know that we are, you know, we really great people, but we also have an innocence to ourselves. We also have a side of ourselves that we didn't know that the world was the way that it was. We didn't know we are the way who, you know, that we are, right? And so I think it's exciting for a lot of different sun signs, you know, if that's what you want to go by, different moon signs, so you can kind of incorporate the shadow side with the spirituality, with the, you know, the esoteric, and, you know, the knowledge of all of that nature. It's all in one. And so if I'm making any sense, just follow along here. But yeah, it's different elements. I don't think that we will understand everything. I don't think we should understand everything and know everything, but each side of itself will present itself, right? And again, I experienced a lot of my, I want to say, Aries energy, of course, during when I was younger. So I was really like, boom, I'm here, what's up? But also it was another side of me that was really trying to understand and trying to call out to the present, right? And so I really didn't feel comfortable enough to share what I was feeling when I was younger, right? And we all go through that. We all go through a phase like, okay, ooh, I don't know if this is the right thing I should be feeling because of spiritual beliefs, yada, yada, yada. But when you really get older and when you start to have your own set of values and your own mind, you say, this is the side that has been calling and nudging at me this whole time. And it makes you a little bit sad because you feel like, oh, I should have been doing, you know, the things that I should have been doing to understand who I am during that time. But of course, with each phase will be different. So we can't just say, you know, oh, I wish I could experience this when I was 11 or 12, because you're not. The energies are not, they're there, but they're not ready to be or come up and be transmuted, if you want to say. So, but yeah, you know, and it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody have their own individual sun sign, of course, moon sign, and even when it get to the lower parts of ourselves, you know, the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th house is going to be different. So some people may experience an easier road in the beginning, and then some people may experience a little bit more difficult road. And that can just be the energies that's within ourselves, and not to blame anyone else. But a lot of people do go through, at some point you're going to experience some kind of trauma, you know, right? So whether it's when you're younger, adolescent, older, adult, you know. So, but yeah, you know, it's a lot, and it's really fun to explore, I would say, because it's like I've always felt like this. I've always known I was special. There's other people that are special just like me, right? So Yeah, so just to give you guys a little bit of understanding, of course I don't want to make this video too long because I will be back with some more videos, but I just wanted to open up the conversations. If you are a person who is scared to tap into that side, don't be afraid. Do some research and allow yourself to process things and take its own time. Okay, so I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.